And we went out there and we did all this ministry. Well, since then, God was in the process of doing work in this guy's life. And amazingly enough, we were disconnected over the years, but he found me on Facebook. And the oddest thing was he was in the States, and he didn't even know what a Facebook was, you know. But he was at the Bible college, and they turned him on to it and said, this is how you do it, and they showed him, and he's like finding all these people. And so that's how God, so there is something good about Facebook amongst all the things that aren't so good. But anyway, so he's going to come and share a story tonight. So I want you guys to welcome Daniel. They're going to send him on out. And we're going to sort of have a format. I'm going to ask him some questions that he's going to share with you. He actually likes to speak standing up. So you have to listen, though, because he doesn't have... He doesn't have the Georgian accent that I have, so it might be harder to understand him than it is harder to me. So, Daniel, glad to have you with us tonight. Just sort of starting us off here, tell us just a little bit about your story, about how your upbringing was and how you really came to connect with Christ.
Yes. I was born in a Hindu family in India. In India, we have 330 million gods. Idol worship. We have the temples. Elephant is God. Monkey is God. They make the monkey statues, keep them in the temple, home temple and community temple. Elephant is a god, Ganesha. They make a statues, keep in the home temple and community temple. I was born in a Hindu family. I have 4 older sisters, 2 older brothers. From when I got a knowledge, when I grown up, my father asked me to do temple priest work. Temple priest work means puja in the temple, where we make idols, keep the idols, and take coconut, banana, and do temple priest work. That's what my dad was teaching me. Then my older brother was a temple priest too. Then we used to go to the temple in Andhra Pradesh, in South India, called the Tirupati temple, 400 acres of huge temple. We used to go for there. So one day, while we were doing this puja, one day my brother got a gospel tract, which is written, True God. He read the tracts and he began to ask the question, what is this? Something it is written, True God. It's not all our home temple, community temple is not God. Then he went to an evangelist, he got a New Testament. He started to read that. Then he got a Bible, full Bible. When he read that Bible, when he came to know more and more Jesus, his life was changed. Then he started to kneel down and pray in our house. When he was kneeling down and praying in our house, we thought, my dad was a religious leader, community leader. We have our home temple, community temple. My uncle built in Shimoga town, where Pastor Greg Towler came there and stayed in India. So there my uncle built a big temple. So my brother, now he is kneeling down and praying in our house. We did not understand what's going on in his life. Then we thought he may have a psychiatric problem. Because we never seen somebody kneeling down and closing eyes and praying. In the temple, we take the coconut, banana, and do idol worship and take the red dots and put it on our forehead. The red dot that indicates that we belongs to the temple, Hindu people. Then my brother, when he started to pray and read this Bible, we came to know that he became a Christian. Myself and my older sister, we planned to take that Bible and burn that Bible. Then he may not go to the Christians anymore. Then he may not have the knowledge about Jesus Christ. He will forget about that. We thought like that. We didn't do that. When I was studying in the high school, we had a plan. I was going to the school. There was a carpenter. I know him from the childhood. He was a Hindu man. He used to come to our home temple. He comes and gives me a gospel tracts. It was in my mind that my brother became a Christian. Myself and my sister, we are planning to burn the Bible. Here he comes and gives me gospel tracts. I was so mad at him. I said, you are not a pastor. You are not a priest. Why are you doing these things? I was so upset with him. Then he said, if you don't want this, leave me alone. He left the place. You know, when he left the place, what happened to me? I began to shivering. I couldn't go to the school on that day. I walked a little bit. I began to walk near a house. In India, every house, if you come to India, you will see in front of house where you can sit down and lie down. I went to a house. Near the house, I began to lie down there. By the way, my dad came and asked me why I didn't go to school. Then he asked me, I didn't tell anything. Then he asked me to go to my sister's house in Shimoga town. My sister, they have a big house. They have home temple, around 20 rooms in the house. All night I could not sleep, throwing up. Then my sister asked my brother-in-law to take me to the hospital. In Shimoga town, I was admitted in a hospital. Doctor could not understand what sickness I have. 1 month, 2 months, 2.5 months I was in the hospital. They put 120 bottle IVs. All my veins in my hands have been damaged. Then they put in my legs. All the veins damaged. Then they put in head also. 2.5 months when I was lying in the hospital, I was praying to all my gods. Temples, Tirupati temples, and many other temples, home temple, community temple. I was practicing astrology. My dad used to teach me how to practice the astrology. I was praying to all my gods. Lying in the hospital for 2.5 months, all bed sores. Nurses came and put the bandage back. But once in a week, my brother used to come to the hospital and used to tell me, believe Jesus. He used to bring some other Christian pastors, brothers. They come with the Bibles. Can we pray for you? They used to ask me. Then I said, I don't want to hear that name, Jesus. Again, they will come back, again they will ask, can we pray for you? Jesus is real God. If you believe, you will be saved and you will be healed. I used to shout at them. I said, I don't want to see the Christians. You people get out from this hospital. After 2.5 months in the hospital, 120 bottle IVs, 2 bottle blood, all bed sores. Doctor told me that I am going to die. We have no hope for you. When doctor told me that I am going to die, I had a great fear in my heart. Why all my God is not answering me? I have done pujas in the temple. So many Hindu temples in India. We had home temple, community temple. I began to ask the question, why all my God is not answering me? Here I am praying to so many gods, only one God, that is Jesus Christ. I keep on rejecting. I tell you, I don't want that God. Only one God I am rejecting. The night at 11:30, I began to ask the questions, why I am rejecting this God. I prayed to so many gods, but only one God, which my own brother introducing me to new God, I rejected. In the hospital, I decided to ask a question. If I die today, my body will be kept in the tomb. Who is the God I am going to talk? Who is the God who is going to welcome me there?